the Roman Empire. The name alone conjures images of gladiators, chariots, and emperors. It was a civilization that has left an indelible mark on history, influencing countless aspects of modern life, from architecture to governance. We picture sprawling cities connected by roads, legions marching across continents, and a civilization that shaped the Western world. The Roman roads, some of which still exist today, were engineering marvels that facilitated trade and military expeditions, binding the empire together. But halfway across the globe, during the same period, another empire flourished, the Mauryan Dynasty of India. This empire, though less celebrated in the Western narrative, was equally grand and influential. While Rome stretched across Europe, the Mauryans held sway over a vast swathe of South Asia. Their empire was a beacon of culture, economy, and military prowess, with a reach that extended from the Himalayas to the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent. From the towering Himalayas in the north to the Deccan Plateau in the south, the Mauryan Empire rivaled Rome in size and might. The Mauryan rulers, particularly Ashoka, are remembered for their contributions to Buddhism and their efforts to spread peace and prosperity. Yet, while the ruins of Rome are familiar to many, the legacy of the Mauryas remains shrouded in the mists of time, a hidden gem waiting to be rediscovered. Their architectural and cultural contributions, though less visible, are no less significant, offering a rich tapestry of history that continues to inspire and intrigue. The story of the Mauryan Empire begins with Chandragupta Maurya, a visionary leader who rose to power in the 4th century BCE. Born into a humble background, Chandragupta's early life was marked by hardship and struggle. However, his destiny was to change dramatically. India at the time was a patchwork of small warring kingdoms. These fragmented states were constantly at odds with each other, making the region unstable and ripe for a unifying force. Chandragupta, mentored by the astute Chanakya, recognized the need for a unified and powerful empire. Chanakya, also known as Kautilya, was not just a mentor but a master strategist who saw potential in the young Chandragupta. Chanakya, a brilliant strategist and author of the Arthashastra, a treatise on statecraft, became Chandragupta's chief advisor. The Arthashastra provided a blueprint for governance, economics, and military strategy, which was revolutionary for its time. Together, they devised a cunning plan to overthrow the existing Nanda dynasty and unite the Indian subcontinent under Mauryan rule. This was no small feat, as the Nandas were a powerful dynasty with a formidable army. Through military prowess and strategic alliances, Chandragupta achieved what had seemed impossible, laying the foundation for one of the largest empires the world had ever seen. His conquests and governance set the stage for a golden age in Indian history, influencing generations to come. Both the Mauryan Empire and Rome, despite their geographical and cultural differences, developed sophisticated systems of administration to manage their vast territories. The Mauryans divided their empire into provinces, each headed by a governor appointed by the emperor himself. A network of officials oversaw taxation, law enforcement, and public works. Rome, too, relied on a hierarchical structure, with senators and governors administering its provinces. Both empires recognized the importance of infrastructure. The Mauryans constructed a network of roads, canals, and rest houses to facilitate trade and communication, much like the famed Roman roads that crisscrossed Europe. These administrative and infrastructural achievements speak to the organizational skills and vision of both empires. Ashoka, Chandragupta's grandson, ascended the throne a few decades after the empire's founding. He inherited a vast and powerful kingdom, one that was already renowned for its military prowess and administrative efficiency. His reign marked a turning point in Mauryan history as he sought to expand the empire's boundaries even further. Initially known for his military ambition, Ashoka led a brutal conquest of the kingdom of Kalinga, a campaign that resulted in massive bloodshed and loss of life. The victory, though strategically significant, left him deeply scarred and filled with remorse as he witnessed the devastating aftermath of the war. The horrors of war triggered a profound transformation in the emperor. He began to question the true cost of his conquests and the suffering inflicted upon his people. Ashoka renounced violence and embraced Buddhism, seeking solace and guidance in its teachings. He became a fervent promoter of its principles of peace, non-violence, and compassion, dedicating his life to spreading these values throughout his empire. He replaced warfare with conquest by Dharma, a mission to spread Buddhist teachings and establish a just and righteous society. Ashoka sent missionaries far and wide, both within and beyond his empire, to share the message of Buddhism and foster a culture of understanding and harmony. Ashoka's edicts, inscribed on pillars and rocks across the empire, served as a constant reminder of his commitment to peace and righteous governance. These inscriptions stand as testaments to his enduring legacy, showcasing his dedication to creating a more compassionate and just society for all. The Mauryan Empire's influence extended far beyond its borders. Ashoka's emissaries carried the message of Buddhism to distant lands, including Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and even the Hellenistic world. This marked the first major spread of Buddhism outside of India, leaving an indelible mark on the religious landscape of Asia. Trade also flourished under the Mauryans. The empire's strategic location along the Silk Road, connecting east and west, facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Indian textiles, spices, and ivory found their way to markets as far as Rome, while Mauryan cities bustled with merchants from distant lands. Despite its grandeur and influence, the Mauryan Empire, unlike its Roman counterpart, faded from public memory for centuries. After Ashoka's death, the empire gradually declined, succumbing to internal strife and external pressures. By the 2nd century BCE, the Mauryan Empire had breathed its last. The reasons for this historical amnesia are multifaceted. Unlike Rome, which left behind a wealth of written records and imposing ruins, the Mauryans built primarily with wood, a perishable material that succumbed to the ravages of time. Centuries of subsequent conquests and upheavals further obscured the physical remnants of their civilization. Yet the Mauryan Empire's legacy deserves to be remembered. It stands as a testament to the heights of power and sophistication achieved by ancient Indian civilization. Its administrative innovations, its contributions to trade and cultural exchange, and above all, Ashoka's enduring message of peace and tolerance continue to resonate today. As we marvel at the grandeur of Rome, let us not forget the lost empire of the Mauryas. By unearthing their story, we gain a richer understanding of our shared human history and appreciate the diversity and interconnectedness of our world.